Deadly dog attack on a toddler in New Jersey, and a family is now mourning the loss of an 18-month-old child. Christine Sloan covers New Jersey and spoke with neighbors in Newark.
Unimaginable grief for a family in Newark mourning the death of an 18-month-old child. The Essex County Prosecutor's Office says the little girl died after being attacked by a dog at a home here on 2nd Avenue. This neighbor says he heard the commotion.
The pit bull attacked the child.
Law enforcement sources say the tragedy appears to have occurred inside while a teenager was watching the little girl. Authorities say the child was rushed to University Hospital but died of her severe injuries just after 7 o'clock Tuesday night. 4 dogs, possibly pit bulls, were taken away from the home, according to investigators. It's unclear if all of the dogs were involved in the attack, but authorities believe they belong to a family member. Inside the home, gut-wrenching cries could be heard. The family is asking for privacy during this difficult time. Their neighbor says it's just a horrible tragedy.
When I seen that force of police, that amount, I really got worried because there was a lot of commotion going on. And you know, I couldn't do anything about it because I couldn't see.
As for the dogs, we're told they were taken away by Newark's animal control and placed in quarantine.
In the heartbreaking tragedy in Newark, an 18-month-old girl dead after she was mauled by a dog at a home. Let's get right to New Jersey reporter Anthony Johnson live at the scene in Newark. Anthony, what happened here?
Yeah, this is truly a gut-wrenching story. That 18-month-old, she was mauled inside of her first-floor apartment right across the street from where we are standing. As a matter of fact, we've seen family members outside still in shock. Hours later, this tragedy occurred yesterday afternoon. Now, we could hear a wailing sound from the inside of the first-floor window as the family trying to come to grips with this horrifying tragedy. Happened yesterday afternoon. The child was in the care of a teenager at the time, but that teenager was of a responsible age. Somehow, the 18-month-old girl wandered away and encountered the dog, and there was another one in the building. Authorities are still working to see if both dogs went after the child, but the injuries were so devastating that she was rushed to the hospital and died around 7 p.m. last night. The family is Haitian, and police are waiting to get more answers, but they realize the family is distraught. We've seen that already this morning. It is an unimaginable tragedy, and folks living nearby saw a huge emergency response and got word that this was a frightening attack on a toddler.
I didn't want to go across the street because I wanted the police to do their job. But when I seen that amount of agencies and police enforcement and ambulances, I immediately, got on my guard, like, what's going on? So do I need to be worried? And then you tell me, or they tell me today, these people have an 18-month-old baby who's been ripped apart by a pit bull or a ferocious dog. That's the most horrific, or one of the most horrific things that can happen to anybody on earth.
Yeah, the dogs have been removed from the home, but the shock is still settling in. We have seen family members moving in and out of the house at this point in time. They are refusing to talk, but one of the men that walked out did say that the dogs belong to his brother.